Greetings, Commanders! Welcome to Kerrash Landing, the Elite Dangerous Community Show. Once again I am joined by Alien. How you doing, Alien?
Oh, I'm okay.
And we're really excited. We've got Alpha 4,
Yes.
actually 4.01. So there's a patch out today. Fixed a couple of minor bugs and exploits that have been reported already. But it was already so awesome and perfect. How could they make it any better? And tell us what you've been doing today, Alien.
Bits and bobs. I've been watching YouTube videos. I've been in the Alpha 4 a few times. That's about it.
Wow, you know, once you get started on this, it's hard to stop. I must admit, I was having so much fun on this last night. I really didn't want to stop. I mean, I think we streamed for about 4 hours last night. Oh my lord, I was absolutely exhausted. I didn't want to give up because I knew people wanted to see lots more stuff. But oh, crikey, so fun! It really does feel like a full game now. It feels absolutely awesome. Love it, love it. So let's start off. One thing that we didn't really cover much of last night because it was so chaotic, and I was trying to get set up with the control scheme. I've got my controls set up nicely now. So let's have a quick look at the galaxy map and go over that. Oh, absolutely stunning. Love this map.
The galaxy map, in case anyone misses it, is at the top of the navigation menu.
Yeah.
There isn't a hotkey for it.
Yeah, nothing currently on there for that, but yeah, really simple to use though. Left click and drag to move around, scroll mouse to zoom in and out, and literally left click on the system that you want to target, or hover over it to get a little bit of information about it. Now, I should have done this last night because stupidly Alpine 98-132 is an anarchy system, and I just popped over friendly and neighbourly and didn't realise and started getting blown to heck. But yeah, lesson learned, won't be doing that again. One thing I have learned since last night, which is really cool actually, is if you hold the right mouse button, I think it is, yep, you get this stacked, almost like skyscraper looking thing, and you can pull up and down of the map. Yes, they did say it, this is the first time I've realised it, this galaxy map is now vertically huge compared to what we're used to in Frontier Elite 2. It is absolutely massive. And what they've done, fascinatingly actually, if you can zoom out a little bit here, you'll get this in a minute, Alien. It does look really cool actually. I can move over a little, go to the old worlds, which is obviously the ones we're all familiar with: Lave, Leasty, Reedquat, all the good ones to visit.
I think I might have a bug in my galaxy map, because when I look at the galaxy map, all I see is the blue circle where I am, and that's it. Nothing else. If I type in the search box for something, it won't find anything.
Oh right. No, that doesn't seem right. I mean, I've definitely not seen that problem myself. So.
And I've got the 1610 clipping problem.
Yeah, there is an issue now. Yeah, you might see that the left-hand panel will get clipped away if if you don't have a 16:9 ratio on your monitor, which is a bit of a pain. But yeah, and one of the things I noticed on here, actually, if you look at the thing, we've got this highlighted trade route, which is like a recommended route, and you can see the old worlds are kind of off to the side here. You've got this route that goes over all the way over to the Alliance, which is at the top of the stack. Then if you scroll down, we've got Federation space in the central section, and then further towards the bottom of the galaxy and out a little, we've got the Empire. So the three main superpowers are kind of stacked on top of each other in this galactic map, which is yeah, it kind of caught me by surprise when I accidentally right-clicked and I was like, wow, yeah, this is huge. And you really do get a sense of the scale of this. I can keep scrolling out, and yes, that is the entire Milky Way. That should keep you busy for a while. Yeah, carry on.
Sorry, Bakadakara says, "You're too quiet or I am too loud."
Oh, okay. Maybe I have done that. Let's try that. Sorry for that, guys. Hopefully that doesn't come out too bad in the wash. But yeah, let's zoom into the galactic center. So here is the galactic center.
We'll get to Hellfix's question in a moment when you finish looking at the galactic map.
Oh, I'll leave it on that because that's so pretty. What do they? What is Kerrash using for controls? Well, right now in the galactic map, I'm actually using WASD and mouse movement, almost like like what you do in an RTS game or something. Kind of can scroll around and click around with that. It's really useful. But generally, when I'm in the game, I'm actually using the X52 Pro, which is awesome. Galactic Center. Someone's asking if is there a black hole in there like Spore? I don't think so. Not found one yet. But it is so dense. Look at this. You can imagine when you come up to this sort of area. I mean, how the heck would you find anything here? Look at the density of stars. That is insanity. So many stars. Absolutely
You never
crazy.
went to the centre of the galaxy in FE2, did you?
No, I think I didn't do it on the stream, but I mean I did it years and years ago using the old wormhole bug that you could do. Yeah,
I did it using the cargo bay bug, where you increase your cargo bay space and you put the really big engine in a really tiny ship.
Yeah, class 7 and a tiny little sidewinder or something. Yeah, no, this map, awesome, absolutely awesome.
Zach Zephyr is asking, where is Sol in relation to Ibooties?
Okay, let's zoom over to this.
Ibooties is spelled I space Bootis. If you want to get it right. If you're not bothered, spell it how you want. If you want to get it right, that's how it's spelled.
So there's Salt, Sector 00, because humans are arrogant and think they're the centre of the universe. That's the way they are. And there we are. So we're up vertically up out of the plane of the Sol system there, and a little to the side. So a fair old distance. It would take about probably a dozen hops, probably less, depending on your hyperdrive, to get from that system to Sol at the moment. And there's all the familiar names I can see there. Altair Systems, 70 Apache. Oh yes, I want to go there. I want to go there. Such a tease. Never mind. The other thing you can see on the side here, you've got your current destination, current location, your destination. You can pick around. You've also got these filters, so you can put on. This is quite handy. This mode, the map mode, so you can see the different colors based on the systems, alliance, independent, federation, things like that. Turn off star systems that don't have any population in them. Handy little stuff. Lots and lots of menu options in here that I've been playing around with.
Commander Telemeter asks, can you find a star called Redot from the novel Elite Wanted? I'll spell it for you. It's Reddot. Redot.
Oh, there it is. It's closer to Imperial space, an industrial economy, no allegiance, and it's an anarchy system with only 5,000 people in. Scary stuff. Let's go back to realistic on there. So yeah, this is absolutely fantastic map. I could sit in here for hours, but I will bore you no further. As I said, you've got the all these filters and things you can turn off, grid modes, trade routes, all this sort of stuff. Fantastic stuff. So let's pop out of there for a second. The other thing, obviously, on the left-hand panel on the navigation, you've got the hyperspace and supercruise destinations. So at the bottom here you see these hyperspace destinations. They're kind of shortcuts, so you don't have to go into the galactic map. And I just realised all this time I've been flying away from the space station. just cruising through space as you do.
You've gone and exited the map. Karakina wanted to ask if Fasisi was still near Akanar.
Ooh, let's have a quick look.
But someone's answered him in the chat.
Oh yes, it is. Yeah. Cool. I assume it was. I think they've tried to keep everything in line with the old lore of the previous games and stuff, which is really cool. Let's go to Dahan. Hyperspace. Oh, I have left my landing gear up.
Zach Zephyr says, "Come on, don't tell me you've not tried looking for Raxler."
I could, but then I'd have to kill you if I showed you.
Lobster99 says, show all the stars, one by one. It won't take long.
Yeah, only 400,000 million to go through, be fine. Right, throttle up. I have noticed the heat mechanic on the hyperspace working now, that if you don't have yourself at least roughly lined up beforehand, you can overheat before you get lined up. So you cause yourself ship damage if you're not careful there.
Big Mike says, Kerrash, I'm surprised you don't have a new ship yet. Will you be getting an Eagle or going right to a Cobra? And then Pyro Hazard asks, so Kerrash, you'll be flying an Anaconda by the end of next week, eh? If not, why not?
Unfortunately, life gets in the way. It's not fair. I would happily sit and play this forever if I could, but...
Next time you go into the galactic map, Tequil says, has anyone looked for the Founders system?
Oh,
Shinrata Desra.
Yeah, I don't think we have yet. Let's get myself cruising along, and oh, I'm gonna have to think. So you might notice there. Actually, I'll go up to it. So you've got the Navi beacons just come up and procs, because this star is so huge. It's got a massive mass lock range, and I've got this yellow arc coming over the screen now, so if I go through that arc I'm going to drop out of supercruise. That's one of the things which is a bit of a pain. You have to kind of be careful and go around the sphere of influence of objects. Oops, whoops, whoops, whoops. Prox alarm's going off because I'm getting really close. Particularly on these systems with very large stars, it's very easy to get kicked out of supercruise by hitting those mass lock sphere of influence. Let's go back into that galactic map. Let's have a look now. Shin. Let's just see if we can just find it from that. Shin. No. Anyone can spell that out?
Shinrata.
Shinrata. No, I cannot spell to save my life.
It's Shinrata, one word.
Oops, sorry for that. No, it's not showing up yet. Now, I have heard there's some systems they haven't finally put in yet, so maybe that one's not in there. Oh, I've spelt it terribly there. So let's get cruising along. Let's get to the Dahan Gateway. Now, one of the most subtle things in this, which I've not really given much credit to, but it's one of the things I've been looking forward to the most, and I've kind of glazed over it, the background. My word, all of those stars on the background are actually physically, three-dimensionally in the right location for where they need to be. That just looks stunning. Those two little cloud clusters over there are just the large Magellanic clusters out, like said in the newsletter, 100,000 light years away, beyond the edge of the Milky Way galaxy. But all of the other stars you see in the background are actually really being rendered in their correct 3D location, and that's just mind-blowing. Love that.
And wasn't one of the very early things that the DDF insisted upon was that you could just point at one of those stars and supercruise to it?
I think that's something they wanted. Yeah, they wanted to be able to just hyperspace to any location. I mean, in effect, you can kind of do that, but it depends on the range of your hyperspace drive. Obviously, you need to be able to have something you can lock onto. And I think we're going to get to that stage eventually. I mean, when you look at it at the moment, you pop over to the left-hand panel, you pick one of those navigation targets, and you can basically just go to it. And then the fact that you have to turn your ship to align yourself up, I love that. That's such a subtle but fantastic little mechanic to the game, and I'm having immense fun doing that. That I feel like even if they, well, when they do put the option to buy the autopilots and docking computers, I'm probably not going to bother because it's just so much fun. These little mechanics of controlling supercruise in hyperspace and everything. Love it.
Karakino asks, can you take a look at what joysticks are supported in this build? Now, before you do that, Kerrash, I'm going to point out, I don't know how many have noticed this, but Alpha 4 now recognises what joystick you have plugged in, and will bring up the default for that, but won't bring up the default for joysticks you don't have plugged in. So me, for example, when I have my Mad Catz Fly 5 plugged in, it lists that in the default list, so I can select the defaults for the Mad Catz Fly 5. But because I haven't got an X52, for example, it won't list the X52.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, I suppose that makes it a bit easier to flick through that menu. You're not getting like loads of spam in there, basically.
Karakino, we can't show you what joysticks are supported because it will only Kerrash will only be able to show you what joysticks it's listing for him.
I can go. I can plug in my Xbox controller and all my other like plethora of random devices and go through that. But well, we'll just pop into that menu quickly as soon as I get up to this the Dahan Gateway station here. We'll have a look at that. The mapping for X55 Rhino is great, says Cronus Blood. I think you've got Mike Evans to thank for that. In fact, I did see him post up on the forums today that they were aware of the joystick bug, and I think he was a little bit miffed because they had that working lovely, and then suddenly it's not working again. So yeah, I think he's glad to have this fixed and working in this build.
Yeah.
I did point out to say, it's like, you know, I thanked him for everything he did in the default bindings, because it's not until you lose them you realise how invaluable they were. But yeah. Right, let's get down. So let's see if I can drop out. So this is the thing, is I was having a lot of problems with this this idea of Super Cruise to begin with. And we were talking about this just before when we alien. It's very, very tricky. You've got this kind of sweet spot down on the speed indicator. You've got to keep yourself somewhere in that blue region. And in theory, and I think you're having a few problems. You might have a bug there in the way that's working for you. But yeah, the theory is you should be able to just gradually slow yourself down and come in for a soft drop out of Super Cruise. And I will try to demo that now, if it all being well. The other problem I found is it's you're trying to get close to that. You know, you want to get within like tens of kilometers of the target you're getting to.
Yeah.
And I kind of frantically go to click the drop out of Super Cruise button, and of course the default binding for that button is if you double tap it, it will pull an emergency stop anyway, in which case you will see the old kind of like frantic ship spinning, oh my god, everything's failing on you sort of thing. So I've done that a couple of times myself. It is tricky to get it just right and still land somewhere in the region. Right, it says safe disengage ready now. I'm going slow enough. Get down to getting close to 50 Ks, I press it once, and that last little hop I should... Yep, it's just slowing me down now, it's just decelerating. Have we missed any questions? I'm just going to try and check.
Right, have we found any good trade routes? We're going to talk a bit about trading in a minute, aren't we?
Mm-hmm. Definitely will cover trade, yeah.
Zach Zephyr asks, the sound when you come out of hyperspace sounds like the Tron light cycles. Have you noticed that?
No, I hadn't actually, but now you say it, yeah.
Tequil, have you noticed the speed automatically increases and decreases in Super Cruise depending on targeted destination? He might be referring to your proximity to other objects.
Yes, I know what he means. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, what it is the maximum velocity that your Super Cruise can achieve is limited by your proximity to some mass lock. So it's not just when you get inside that sphere of influence of something which mass locks you. As you approach it, it affects your Super Cruise. So it gradually loses its top end. It can't do it. So even if you've got your throttle at 50%, the top end's coming in, so your current speed is going to drip down slowly. So yeah, you have to kind of compensate for that when you're decelerating and accelerating towards targets. I just checked the menu very quickly there, and it looks like I am not seeing the option for X52 at the moment, which is a bit of a pain, but I've got it all set up now, so I'm happy with my controls again.
So, the thing that Kerrash and I were talking about trading, which we'll show you once he's docked and actually trading, is that everyone seems at the minute to be focused on the prices at this station and the prices at that station. And Kerrash and I are of the opinion that that's the wrong way to be doing this. With I mean, in Frontier Elite 2, that's the only information you had to go on.
Yeah, it was a little simpler, not a lot.
Yeah. Well, it's simple in this as well. You just have to look at the commodities list differently. Stop worrying about what the price for this is in other systems, because on that commodities list you'll have a column that will say demand, and the demand will be none, low, even though we haven't seen a low at the minute, but I'm sure there will be a low. None, low, medium, and high. And what you want to buy is something where the demand is none and the supply, which is the next column, the supply is high. Because then if you look at that and you look back over to the left at the prices per unit, that will be low. That will be way below galactic average.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what the prices are anywhere else. That's what you want to be looking for.
Yeah.
Something where the demand is low, the supply is high, and the price is way below galactic average.
Yeah.
You buy that. You then take it somewhere you've just been that you know wants what you're just buying. And while you're at it, you're making a note of what, where you are now, is medium demand.
Yeah.
Because that's what you'd be buying to come back.
Yeah.
And that's all you need to think about when buying and when trading.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've just picked that there. There's a high supply of explosives in this system. There's no demand for it, and it's about 150 credits a unit. So I can quite easily afford 4 units of that with my 1,000 credits I've got on this new save. So that's what I'm going to take now, explosives. And all we have to do is find a system where that's a commodity which is in medium supply and high demand, hopefully.
But you're also noting on that list what's in demand where you are,
Absolutely.
so that when you come back, you bring that back with you.
Yep, absolutely. And you just rinse and repeat until you get to the point of having enough credits to work your way up that list. And the other thing we were saying as well, weren't we, was the basically you just buy the most expensive thing you can afford 4 of, assuming you have 4 cargo space in your ship, and then you just buy as many of those things as you can afford. Work your way up, because the more expensive the commodity you buy, the better profit margin you're going to make on it. Effectively, it's that simple. The price is kind of secondary, and really when you look at it. You know, some of these things we've seen, price lists and things that people have done, the prices are going to change, and they're going to fluctuate terribly throughout the lifespan of the game, and that's exactly how it's intended to work, because you know, like as things change in the game, and war and famine and things like that happen, we're going to see lots of things like this change. So. There's no point relying on it, really. It's completely secondary.
If you look at what you're buying is none and high, and what you're going to bring back there is in demand, you don't need to worry about whether they get too much of this or that sort of thing, because you're not worrying about the fluctuation in. Kerrash?
Sorry. Sorry for that. Yeah, I was listening to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. There we go. Yep, sorry. I had someone going to bang on the door then. Apologies for that. Live and all that. Everything. Dear, get in the way.
So
yes.
Are we back now?
Yes, we are back. Yes, we're back. Sorry about that.
Yeah. So all I was trying to explain was if you just concentrate on what is God, I forgot now. I was explaining.
Sorry,
it
I put you right off on there. Yeah, it's the supply and demand, isn't it? That's the key. That's the key thing. It's not the price.
Yeah.
Ignore the price. Look at the supply and demand.
Yeah. Don't worry about prices over there and prices here.
It's completely irrelevant. I mean, ideally, you want to go from something where it's in high supply to somewhere where it's in high demand. That's effectively the best trade you can make. But I don't think we're seeing any places like that at the moment. These systems are kind of relatively balanced. So I think we'll see more of that when the systems start to fill out. So let's head over to Shango Dock there. Conqueror UK, is the stream dropped off? Is everyone still seeing the stream?
Yeah, the stream...
I hit the wrong button.
Cut out, yeah.
Yeah, I hit the wrong button. Sorry. Schoolboy error. Apologies for that. Rightio. Let's get ourselves.
Cronus Blood says, demand low, supply high, get it, got it, great.
It's that simple. Once you get that in your head, the rest of it's totally irrelevant, and it's just background noise effectively. I mean, of course, the higher the prices of the unit of the cargo you're selling, great, fantastic. If you can buy the more expensive thing, then you're going to make a bigger profit margin when you sell it. So, but to begin with, you're not going to be able to afford to do that. You're probably going to have to buy something, you know, in the region of 200 credits a unit, because that's the most you can afford with 1,000 credits and 4 cargo spots to fill up. You know, so until you build yourself up to a bigger ship with more cargo spaces, or you've got enough credit to buy, you know, so say you still had the 4 cargo spaces, but you had 4,000 credits, you could afford to buy things which are, you know,
more expensive.
Yeah, like 1,000 credits a unit. Buy 4 of those things, take it somewhere with high demand, and you're going to have a much bigger jump in profit for that.
Yes. Okay. Questions. Sorry if it's already answered. I'm reading out Big Mike's, but Summer 1540 is also asking the similar thing. Sorry if it's already answered. I see you're using 401 now. Are there many changes from 4.0, and is that why you're on a new save?
No, it didn't reset. I'm on a new save because I've been testing things and messing around, and okay, I'll be honest, I got jumped by 2 Cobras and lost all my cargo, and I frustratingly cleared my save and started again. So yeah, that's the only reason I've reset it. And in terms of changes, no, not a lot. I think they've just done a couple of tweaks to some exploits and some of the bugs that were introduced in the 4.0 build, dropping the key bindings and whatnot. So just a few minor tweaks, I think.
Concrete UK, have you watched others enter Supercruise or hyperspace? What does it look like?
I saw one person do it last night, and there was a small flash, and they disappeared. And I assume they haven't finalised the effect of that yet. They did say that the hyperspace effect, visually from your point of view when you're doing it, is just a first pass. That's not finished. I think they're going to make that look a lot better. If everyone remembers back to one of the earlier Kickstarter videos, David showed off the procedural 3-dimensional cloud system they had work in progress, and that looked stunning, and I think that's probably what they're going to reuse for the hyperspace effect and give it more volume. But in terms of seeing someone else hyperspace out, I don't think they've started working on that effect yet.
Cronus Blood says, same Kerrash, I've been hit a few times with interdiction. Now, Kerrash, I want to ask you, what are your feelings on the word interdiction?
Apart from it sounding rude and silly, I had to go look it up, to be honest. I'd never really used that term commonly, but apparently it's to prohibit. Effectively, that's what it means. So you know, someone is kind of applying whatever system they have to prohibit you from using Supercruise.
I don't like it.
It's a silly word, isn't it?
Why can't they say interception?
Yeah, it works the same way.
It doesn't sound rude. It means more accurately what they want to describe, because someone's intercepting you in Supercruise, basically.
Yeah, it is a bit of a weird word, but I'm sure that's something they can tweak. I mean, that's one text line in a file somewhere, so they can tweak that. But it is a weird word.
Simmer 1540, are you improving in Supercruise, i.e. not smashing into planets?
Yeah, I'm getting the hang of it now. It is an interesting system to get used to, but I just love the fact that it's completely freeform. You know, if I want to just fly vertically out of the plane of this star system for no particular reason, I can do it. Fantastic! I'm so glad that everything that was said in the DDF was listened to, and they reworked the proposal for it, because it is great. It's brilliant. It feels just like Frontier Elite 2. You can just wander around. Lockstock 66, hi!
And now we're getting the Interdiction Supporters Club.
Whoa, on the subject, here we go. So as soon as you see that, I found the only way to get out of it without being in trouble is you have to decelerate. No, I didn't decelerate quick enough. As soon as you see that, it's dropped back to minimum throttle. Who have we got on the radar now? Please be... Oh, I think it's a federal scan. It's fine. Yep, security scan. I am authorized to perform a ship scan, pilot. Okay, I'm just gonna sit here, you do your scan. Yeah, what I found is if you get the alert come up on there that someone's trying to pull you out of Super Cruise, you have to just kind of decelerate as quickly as you can, otherwise that happens there where you get pulled out as like an emergency stop effectively. It only really works if you are not going overkill on the Super Cruise. What I was doing just then, I was actually accelerating way beyond the recommended level to get there quicker. So in that case, yeah, you kind of you don't have enough time to decelerate down to 20 kilometers a second. So
DVAFP says, what I want is the computer to stop saying enemy shields restored. Well, what they actually typed was fine, but what the computer says is restored, so, or something like that.
It sounds like fine. Target shields online. That's it.
Oh, there you go. And then people are going, I interdicted you last night. I will get her interdiction. I don't know.
Well, I never. Yeah, it sounds a bit silly, I must admit. I think that's a great thing about it being a British game, isn't it? We can use posh words like this.
I still want interception.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot more kind of logical. And you don't have to Google it to figure out what the heck it means. Oh, proximity. I'm close to the planet.
Timor 1979. Am I hearing a Welsh accent in some stations?
Oh, that's alright, boyo. I'm a few miles away from the Welsh border.
Well, I think, boyo, that is not a Welsh accent in stations. I'm very familiar with Welsh accent, see? My dad was Welsh. So I got dragged up to South Wales when I was a kid, like every summer. So I managed to get the hang of the Welsh accent. And words like yeah,
I did.
Even though I don't say it properly.
I did read through your description of how to say it, and it still kind of blew my mind. So I'm gonna have to practice a bit. What did I miss on that? So has anyone managed to book for LaveCon yet? Fingers crossed, yes.
We'll probably get a dozen people in the chat now saying, I'm going to LaveCon!
LaveCon! Everybody go to LaveCon! Let's make it huge! No,
well,
yeah, that's a shame, yeah.
I can't.
Oh. It's not fair.
That just says totally cow voice. Cow's got a faint Scottish accent. It's not a strong Scottish accent, it's a faint Scottish accent.
Yeah, bless him. See, I'm wondering, because that ship managed to pull me out of Super Cruise, I'm wondering how we're going to find other ships that are currently in Super Cruise. What sort of scanners are we going to get for long range?
Apparently, at the moment, players can't interdict other players. It's only non-player characters that can interdict players.
Yeah, and I don't think they've built the module to allow us to do that yet, but I assume it's coming at some point. It's something they mentioned in the DDF very early on, when we were talking about this proposal about how the whole Super Cruise thing would work.
Simmer 1540, very cautious approach, correct?
Yeah, I'm getting used to it. It's all too tempting to just throttle up to max and just hope that you're gonna get somewhere near it. But yeah, the key to it seems to be slow yourself down, decelerate, and it's very much like Frontier Elite 2 in that way, like the autopilot used to do, where you'd have that burn up to, you know, tens of thousands of kilometers a second halfway point, and then you start decelerating again. It's the same sort of mechanic as that, basically, and it's actually a lot easier to do manually than it used to be, so I'm really enjoying it.
So Ken Payton's referring to LaveCon, waiting for the booking, before booking accommodation, two of us thinking of coming.
Excellent, excellent. The more the merrier. I think it's going to be really, really good fun, actually, and I'm hoping we have lots more people than we did last year. Last year was great fun. I think it was a nice close-knit group of the really, really hardcore, I want to say fans, but I think we were all nutcases for driving all over the country to meet about this thing that's going to happen. Yay, finally! But no, it was awesome fun. Unfortunately, I didn't get to stay long enough to play, Buckaroo. But hopefully this time
Even I didn't stay for Buckaroo.
Yeah, oh, that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. I can stay up late. We can have a few drinks. I'll stay over. It's going to be an awesome, awesome night. And I am trying to arrange, hopefully, well, I think we're definitely going to have network access there. So I'm hoping we can do a little bit of a live stream there, live at LiveCon, which would be great fun. Hopefully, I mean, there's going to be a lot of events there. We might not have time to do it all, but it'll be great fun. Here we go. I love the red effect on this station. It's just, it makes it really distinctive. It stands out when we've got so used to seeing Zelada, and then you see the detail pop in on this station with the red.
Yeah. Cronus Blood, Kerrash, go flying in one of the rings of a planet. It looks so cool.
Absolutely cool. I will, yeah, I'll try and see if we're going to make a profit on here, because I didn't actually check the system map first to see if this would be a good place to go, stupidly, and I'm not taking my own advice. I'm just having fun exploring at the moment, I'll be totally honest with you.
Having fun's the whole point.
Absolutely.
Lockstock says, Kerrash, every time you come out of Super Cruise, you throw your hands up and throw yourself back in your seat. It's incredibly funny.
I can't help myself. It feels like it's, you know, I need one of those chairs with the proper simulated pneumatics on it and stuff like that. It'd be absolutely fantastic if you got that thud when the chair launches you forward, and it just feels like you need to do that. You know what I mean? Right? And
Tim WH1979 says, all the effects work great when the UK goes to bed, so I think once they work on the network issues, it'll work great.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's a lot of things are tied into the network code at the moment, so if you're seeing things where there's like slightly laggy and glitchy things, it's like dropping out of Super Cruise at the moment, there's a bit of a delay where it's trying to sync me up with another network instance where there's other players and whatnot, so you do see a bit of a delay there, which is a shame at the moment, but oh, unable to do. Okay, I've never seen that before. Unable to obtain market listing. Oh, there we go. Whoops. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see.
Simmer1540, is there only one galaxy map available? Is there a system map also?
Oh, good question, actually. I don't believe there is a system map, but that's mainly because there isn't much need, really. I think they might do it later. Let's just go check. I saved that. Yeah, because I think you've basically got this list of all objects in the system that are accessible currently. There's galaxy map. No, I think they have spoken about having a proper ORI where we can kind of look at all of the things in the system, but at the moment there's nothing for that, which is a shame. So let's have a quick look for. There's nothing here. Yeah. Okay.
Commander Alexander asks, this is something you can do on your way out. Have there been any changes to Starport interior?
Ooh, here, let's have a nose. I've noticed a few little bits and pieces. I've got five minutes before I got kicked out of here or shot at. The little vehicles here carrying cargo, they've been significantly remodeled and improved, which looks great. They've been textured. Look at that, lovely. Love the light, even the lighting effects on the lamps on the road as they're going across. So that's been improved.
I noticed the 45-degree ramp at the landing pad. It actually comes up now.
Yes, it's got a little animation where it moves out of the way, depending on whether or not you're launching or landing. It goes up and down, and it's a lot more detailed. And the little buildings here, we've got a nice little rotating antenna on top of the buildings as one of the little changes. So yeah, they've made lots of incremental tweaks, both inside and outside. Actually, you can see that they've been improving the quality of the model. I mean, and that's a typical thing that you do when you're building content for a game, is you kind of incrementally add stuff. You make a first pass, which might be a bit blocky and chunky with no textures, and then you kind of just add layers of detail to it. Sometimes taking whole chunks and deleting them and just remaking them with more detail. So yeah, there's definitely a lot more detail in the new stations.
Tris2n asks, talking of network connectivity, do we know if there will be global servers or will they be region specific? I'm hoping global so we can get to play with our friends across the pond.
Yeah, That's a tricky one to answer. I don't know for sure. Obviously, they've not really made an announcement on it, but what they're currently using as a solution is the Amazon EC2 cluster, which, you know, obviously Amazon got servers all over the place, and you can specify exactly how you want your setup to be. I don't know what direction they're going to go in. I hope there is some way you can opt in to play with people from different regions, but with the, obviously, accept the fact that you might have a less than optimal experience. There's going to be lag trying to get connected with players in other continents, but that's just the unfortunate nature of the internet. Roll on fibre for everyone.
I know from playing Moolah, Missed Online or Real Life again, that they don't use the same thing that Frontier are using, but they use like a more central server, but they run it through Amazon's servers. So you've got Amazon servers in Europe and Amazon servers in America, and yet somehow both sets of servers talk to each other, because I can talk to people in America who are obviously going through Amazon's American server, and I'm obviously going through Amazon's Europe server, and yet somehow we talk together and we're all in the same instance online. So it can be done. Yeah,
it's definitely possible, but it's entirely up to Frontier how they do that.
I'm not knowledgeable enough to explain how it's done. I just know it can be done.
No, to be honest, I mean, I kind of know bits and pieces about it. Whoa, that was a really severe interdiction. Excuse my French. And I'm just going to get the heck out of here. I'm not even going to look at that. 3 contacts on my radar. 3 Cobras. Yeah. Boost. Release any cargo and I may let you live. Oh. Shoot.
You're in trouble.
Yeah, I am, and I can't remember what... I don't think I've assigned a button to release cargo. So, as much as I want to do that, Mr. Pirate, you're quite welcome to my cargo, but... Right, let's...
Yes, there is an option in the controls to jettison all cargo. That's what it says in the options.
Right.
Jettison all cargo is what it says in the options. So you can assign a key to just dump all your cargo. Remember that when you're in Slough.
Yes, I'll assign that to the S button.
Kate's gonna kill us.
We love you, Kate. I'm sorry. You got to admit it's funny. Yeah, I'm just gonna boost.
I'm sorry, but when I get pulled out of Super Cruise, I had it happen to me earlier, and it was fear me, and I just ran because all I was interested. I wasn't running out of fear. I was running because I just wanted to get to the station. I wasn't interested in interacting with the NPC. I just wanted to get to the station. I wasn't afraid.
Well, yeah, I mean, that then, in all honesty, yeah, I could have jettisoned my cargo, but I want to make a profit.
So, and I mean, if I'd got the message you just got, jettison all your cargo or else, the last thing I'd be doing is jettison cargo. I'd be going, yeah, right, I'd rather blow you out of the sky.
Oh, again, they've caught up with me, the buggers. And I'm going nearly the speed of light when they pulled me out of Super Cruise. That's gonna hurt. Still 65 light seconds away. I really don't want to... It's just the one Cobra. Shall I try and take him?
Take him.
Legal status. He's clean. He's clean.
Oh, in that case, don't bother him. Unless he bothers you.
No, I think he was just checking to see if I was a pirate or something. Either that or we just kind of happened to cross paths during Super Cruise. Because, I mean, that was something that used to happen on the old Elite, wasn't it? You might pop out of tourist jump drive mode just because there's someone near you. Whoop, ship scan. Yeah, he's scanning me to see if I'm dodgy. I'm not. It's good.
No. Conqueror UK asks, are you going to be buying the Eagle next?
Yes.
Now, considering the Eagle compared to the Sidewinder, it's 41,000 credits from the screenshot I've seen.
Yeah.
That means it's got it's a bigger ship with bigger cargo.
Yeah.
So for trading purposes, it is worth getting.
Yeah, I think we saw that in a couple of newsletters ago. I think we saw the Eagle posted there. I can't remember exactly how many cargo spaces it had. I think it was it as high as 16 maybe? I think it was
No idea.
I think it was slightly
What's
bigger.
What's interesting is if you compare that to Frontier Elite 2, the Eagle. It's right. Yeah, sorry, I was thinking it was the other way around.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, in Frontier Elite 2, the Sidewinder was a smaller ship.
Tiny little ship, yeah.
Yeah, and the Eagle was bigger.
Yeah. So I think it had. I mean, it was an even number. I remember that, and it was. I'm pretty sure it's 4x4 in the cargo bay underneath it. So I think it's definitely a worthwhile upgrade. It's going to be a little bit better than the old Sidewinder, and obviously the more cargo you can fit in, the more profit you can make on the next run.
Yeah. And the bigger ships again get cheaper again.
Yeah.
So a Cobra compared to an Eagle is cheaper than a Cobra compared to a Sidewinder.
Absolutely. Whoa! Slow down. 10 light seconds away, and I'm going twice the speed of light.
That.
Whoops,
I haven't
whoops,
seen
whoops.
that in Elite Dangerous.
Oh!
Yeah, I'm just going by logic and what it was in Frontier Elite 2.
Oh, crikey! Oh, that was silly. You'll see that in a few seconds, Alien. There, I was checking the comments out on the side there, and I didn't realise I was flying straight towards the planet at twice the speed of light. Only twice the speed of light. It's fine. Fine.
Commander Alexander says you can be pulled out of Super Cruise for a police stop and search, can't you?
Yep, absolutely. You see, it depends on the state of the system. That last system I was in where it happened was whoops. I'm still too close to the planet. I'm gonna have to fly away. But that last system I was in was controlled by the Federation, so a Federal Anaconda stopped me and scanned me, and they do give you fair warning. So. Yeah, that wasn't very smooth, sorry. just demonstrating it to you. But I love these rings. Someone did say to go to one of the ring systems, didn't they? And I'll
Yes.
look at the density of that. Absolutely insane. And that was one of the things that... Sorry, Karen.
No, go on.
It was one of the things from like the earlier builds that it was a niggling little thing in the back of my head, thinking that I hope they make the ring systems more dense. And they have, so I'm happy. Happy bunny.
Lockstock says, okay, so I am premium beta, and I'm stuck on the basic missions where you are attacked by 3 ships. I'm not that bad, but they all attack at the same time, and the Android laser isn't good enough. Android?
Where's that one? Sorry, I'm
Pass.
Nope.
Don't know what Android
Nope.
is.
Autocorrect.
Basically, he's saying the laser on his ship isn't good enough.
Yeah, the Whoa, interdiction already? My word, I'm still trying to get to the dock. Jeez. Oh. No, crikey, oh. Yeah, the...
Commander...
Sorry?
Oh, go on.
No, I was going to say, yeah, the lasers that you have in that early build, they are actually not great. They're obviously, it's kind of set up to be very, very difficult, specifically to kind of test how well players can cope with it. Really, it's not necessarily an indication of how hard the game's going to be. It literally is a kind of a test to see how much we really can cope with.
Yeah. God, what was I going to read out just now? Oh, Commander Jan asks, any mining lasers available?
I don't think they are at the moment. I would love there to be, but no, I don't think there is anything yet. It's one of the things that I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun doing it, because it's going to tie in very well with the exploration side of the game. And I'm sad. I think I've said it before. It's kind of like it's this game's equivalent of fishing. You know, you can quite happily just sit there and while away the hours.
Yeah.
Oh right, I'm just going to attempt something stupid. Where is he? There you are. Oh my god, he's got torpedoes, railgun, frame shift drive. There's your power plant. Straight. Die! Die, scum. Not a good system to go. Oh, he's got dual railguns. Fantastic.
See, at the minute I don't want to get into combat because my Sidewinder's basically just got a basic fixed pulse laser.
Yeah.
Just one, even.
Yeah,
like you've got right now,
yeah,
and it's rubbish.
It's not great, especially against a kitted out Cobra Mark III, which is chasing me down right now. I'm doing my best, but it's my only hope is that the NPCs are of varying levels of proficiency. And I might tell.
One Vigor, power
hey.
to weapons.
Yes,
Vigor
I did.
says power to weapons.
Yeah, I did forget initially. I've done it now.
Cronus Blood says fly away, away, then cruise away and turn.
Nah, I'm not gonna run anymore. Chase me down in this system. I'm gonna fight. It's like the good old days, like being back in Reedquat again. The only difference is
Dumpgraph says, don't die.
I'm gonna try not to.
Tequil says NPCs with no miss AI and railguns sounds a bit mean.
Yeah, a little bit. I know the game's supposed to be hard, but yeah.
Wasn't someone asking to let the AI miss every now and then?
Yeah, I think there was some talk about that, actually making it so the AIs were a little bit fallible, and that is the trick with NPCs, is trying to make them fallible, and then they will eventually do that. The trick is first is I've done it myself when I'm writing AI routines for NPCs, that you kind of make them perfect to begin with, just as a first pass, and then you kind of go in and make these silly little you know, almost like statistical probability of how bad they might be, and you can tweak that up and down to your heart's content.
Yeah.
Right,
you dial it back. Basically.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. Whoops. Rightio. One pirate down.
Dumpgraph says, just do the American style and shoot until you either run out of ammo or he blows up.
That's the trick.
Jack Trent asks, does anyone agree that interdictions should not be forced upon players? There should be a way to escape if you just want to explore without having to engage in combat while your drive recharges. I've had countless ships destroyed because of it, and all I want to do is explore planets and moons.
Ooh, and it's happening to me again now. There is a way to avoid interdiction, and that's stay in nice, safe systems. Yeah, I mean, it's part of the thing that was discussed in the way that the frame shift drive should work back in the DDF proposal. All I want is what I want. Sorry, the NPC chats. Just give us your cargo. No, no, you are not having my cargo, you Damn it. Yeah, it was one of the things that was discussed about the problem with Super Cruise and the way that it works is that you know, you needed some way of dropping people out, otherwise it'd be very boring. There'd be no things like this happening in the game, you know. It would all be kind of oh, incoming missile. Damn, sorry, concentration. Ah! No, couldn't do it. Ah, no.
Shimaji is saying it has been confirmed that present interdictions are a hack and the entire interdiction system is not yet in the way it is supposed to be, as far as he knows. Yeah,
that's what I was trying to get at before I suffered 3 Cobras running at me. Yeah, so it is a placeholder system at the moment. The interdictions will be more varied and, you know, kind of fun and involving and interesting, and it's all part of you know, giving those unique gameplay opportunities. They're not there to just be really annoying and blow up your ship all the time. They are supposed to be there to you know, give you interesting gameplay opportunities. So yeah, Don't fear.
Blooming09 asks, when is the game coming out? We don't know, basically.
I wish I did. But to be honest with you, and I think this is something I've said a few times now, is I'm so happy with this build as it is at the moment. I could quite happily play this for hours, so yeah, they can take their time and get it right now.
You're being suggested to go into the ring and hide from them. The ring of rocks around.
Yeah, that is a good point. I could have done that. The problem is, it's actually much further away than it looks, and I would have to get into Super Cruise in order to do that, which I'm gonna struggle to do now because I've decided to take a pop at the damn pirate again.
Big Mike asks, can you not disable flight assist and shoot backwards whilst running away?
I've been doing it on and off. Obviously it's very subtle and you're not seeing me doing it, but I am.
Varpools says, solution is to have a damn fast ship optimised for legging it.
Yeah, I need one of those. I need the money to afford one of those first, is the problem.
Well, isn't a Sidewinder faster than a Cobra?
Unfortunately, no. It is top speed about 220 meters per second during combat. I think the Cobra can go up to around 400 with boost. So yeah, unfortunately the Cobra's got the upper hand speed-wise. I've got more maneuverability, so you know, I can kind of get around him and cause him a bit of grief. Oh, my pulse laser's malfunctioned. Awesome, awesome.
So we've just answered two of Cronus Blood's comments. Go into the ring and hide for them. You can't because it's too far away. Outrun the Cobra. You can't because the Cobra's technically faster.
Yeah. Pain in the bum. Pain in the bum. I mean, if I could get to the ring system first, it would be okay. But
yeah. Tequil says, disabling flight assist can make you easier to hit as you're just flying in a straight line.
Yeah, that is the trouble. And when I do disable flight assist, I try and use the lateral thrusters, and it's malfunction again. I'm going to get blown to heck on here, and I have no chance of getting away from you. You
Simmer
son of a spacer.
Are you using a joystick? Yes, you are. You're using an Satec X52.
Yep, a fantastic stick. Recommend it to anyone. But it won't
Simmer
get you.
says, maybe you could jettison some bio waste, then the pirate will run from you.
Ah, yes, I should have bought some. Fantastic commodity to obtain that. Bio waste.
Just quick goodbye to Big Mike, who's got to dash.
Farewell, Commander.
Blooming09 says, the game is still in alpha? Yes, this is the last phase of alpha.
And it's
in
awesome.
About 13 days it will be beta.
Yay!
Brilliant.
Awesome. And it's, like I said, I mean, this feels like the full game now. It's got all of the elements in place, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, did he just super cruise out?
Most of the elements. It hasn't got everything. Yeah,
not absolutely everything yet, but it's definitely feeling a lot more complete.
Vigo says, well, you put up a fight, Kerrash. All you need is another gun.
I need something more impressive than what I currently have now. Oh dear.
Skill says you need to be in Slough for that trick to work. Bio waste, dumping the bio waste.
Oh, excellent. I'm gonna get my cargo back off you, even if I get blown up in the process. I don't care, one way or another. I don't know if you've seen that yet, but that pirate I was shooting at, he just super cruised out. I got him down to around 50% hull and he legged it. He'd already got my cargo at that point, so I don't think he cared. Which is, I mean, that's perfectly valid technique for a pirate. You know, if they want to do that tactic, that's...
One Vigor says, aim for the cargo bay.
Yeah, get my cargo back. Boom! Oh, hey! That's, whoa! There's some of my stuff. Where's my hard point? No, that's not the right button. Where is it? Wrong button. Right. Okay. Sorry. I got some of my cargo back, not a lot of my cargo, and I probably wasted all my money on the repair bill now. 10% hull. Damn it.
The God Emperor asks, when you're in Super Cruise, can you wind down the window and stick your elbow out?
Yeah, but if I do that, I'll start turning.
Shimaji asks something in Japanese font I can't read.
Oh, yeah, sorry. My apologies. I'm not quite fluent in that dialect.
No.
Oh, cargo acquired. Well, that's a pain in the backside. I've got one. I've lost most of my cargo. Right, where were we?
Now, talking of scooping up cargo, I've seen plenty of times in the few times I've been playing Alpha 4, I've seen plenty of canisters floating about. And you know, I am not touching them because of my age-old bugbear by now of the salvage v stealing. Because I just know if I go and pick up that canister, it's going to be marked as stolen. It's just going to cause me more problems.
And I think the trick is it depends on where it's dropped, and that's something they've mentioned. I don't know whether or not that is actually implemented yet, because they have spoke about it. If it's dropped near a spaceport, then you're going to be within the jurisdiction of that spaceport, so they're going to be able to see that, oh yeah, you shouldn't have picked that up because it's within a jurisdiction, sort of thing. So I think if, for example, if there was a cargo canister floating around out here in the middle of nowhere, then I assume it shouldn't be marked as stolen. It's something we'll have to try. I think we might be able to try that at some point. I'm going to have to get myself kitted up a little bit more and have a go at a couple of pirates with a cargo scanner. Maybe we can prove whether or not that works now. I hope so.
Yeah. Shimaji was congratulating you for not dying.
Oh, thank you, Commander.
and Commander Telmuter, hate the ads on Twitch. In your browser, install a thing called AdBlock Plus. You will not get ads.
Yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, you're kidding me. Fear me. Fantabulous. Frigging great. Brilliant. I'm... Empty or hold? Damn it. Damn it. I haven't got enough hull left to fight with these ones. Urgh.
Got people on the Twitch chat agreeing with what I've been saying for God knows how long now. It shouldn't be marked stolen if you stumble across it.
Absolutely.
And you haven't done anything to force the other ship to eject it. You should not be stealing it.
Yeah, no, and that's not the intention. I mean, it was a bit of a kind of limitation in the Alpha 3, but no, it's definitely not the intention. You will be able to salvage cargo at some point. Hopefully it is actually possible in this version, but I've yet to get into a situation where I can find cargo and salvage it. I'd like to try and go to, and then there's a couple of resource extraction points on the system map that I'd like to go to and see what's there. Now there's probably a couple of miners in that area. Now whether or not we're within the jurisdiction of something which would also mark it as being stolen, I don't know, but it's worth checking out, I think. Commander Jan there tried to hyper jump out of the situation. Yeah, I could hyper jump out, but I'm determined to get to this frigging spaceport.
Tim WH1979, Jack, this is nowhere near a population centre like Seoul or Akinar to be safe.
Yeah, we're in the middle of nowhere. Whoa! Put the handbrake on. Yeah, we're in the middle of nowhere. This is a dodgy place, and the system is marked as anarchy, so it's entirely my fault for coming here. You wouldn't normally see this.
Yeah, sorry, I have no sympathy for you.
Yeah, it's like flying to Reed, Quat. Anyone stupid enough to go there.
Lazarus61, have you been to Seoul yet? We can't get to Seoul at the moment.
No, unfortunately, it's not available in this build. It's something they are still working on. And obviously, as you can imagine, Sol is probably going to be one of the most complicated systems for them to get right. So it's going to take a lot of hand cranking to build the solar system.
Got something like 9 planets to and all those different moons to
populate and fill in with all those details. It's going to take a little while to do that. So
weren't you saying on the stream, or you or the Lave Radio guys were saying on the stream that I think it was Alan. Yes, it was Alan was saying on the stream that Mars is the population capital of Sol.
Yes, it is now. I forget his exact meaning. He said it was something to do with because of the terraforming. It was actually turned out to be a better place. Because if you remember back in First Encounters, Earth was pretty much off limits due to the pollution, in inverted commas, which was in no way an excuse because of the technical limitations of not being able to draw the continents. Yeah, it was heavily polluted, so most of the population moved to Mars.
Now, a thing to note on the outside as you're docking, which has probably already happened by the time we're talking about it, is you've got white and red lights around the entry ports.
Yeah, I have noticed that now. They've tweaked the look of that, and there we go, landed. I can hear a different voice. Sorry to interrupt there, but I can hear a different voice in this starport. So,
is it Welsh?
Sounds almost Russian, but it's very echoey. I can't tell.
Cronus Blood is saying, "Can't believe you got through that, Kerrash."
Yeah, neither can I. And I've got nothing to sell now. Ah, never mind. So you really shouldn't come to this system unless you've got a bigger and more powerful ship.
That's the LP number.
8142, I think it is. It's not a nice system to visit. Definitely somewhere you don't want to go holidaying. And that was a complete waste of time. I've got no commodities here. I've been blown to heck. It's going to cost me a fortune to repair everything. Yeah, all modules. Oh, 21 credits for all the modules. That's not too bad. And I can't repair my hull because it's going to cost me over 1,000 credits. Wonderful. Well, it's going to have to make some money now. But definitely. How are we doing for time, actually, Aidan? I think we are coming up for an hour now.
It's coming up on an hour.
Damn! I want to play. I want to play more, but I have to do things. Damn real life. Wow. So yeah, it's 9%.
Can I squeeze my over the hedge impression in whilst you want to play?
Yeah, go on then.
Play, 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 play.
Play? I love the dog on that. It's fantastic. He reminds me of my Labrador. It's just absolutely nutty. Ah, damn.
You want to play, but you also want to stop the stream.
I know I'm gonna have to stop the stream. I will after I've done my chores. I will try and get onto one of the TeamSpeak servers as the after party and have a chat with a few of the other commanders in Alpha 4 and anyone else who wants to join. You can check out the Frontier forums and see if you can get onto the TeamSpeak chats. As well, welcome to see new players coming in there.
One Vega says he's about to start streaming.
Yes.
So
yes.
Everyone go to One
That's
Vega's
it. Go
Twitch
everyone now. Go bug One Vega.
twitch.tv/OneViger.
Spelt out 1 Viger. Yeah, so with that, so thank you very much everyone who's watching. If you're not already following, you can follow me on Twitter, and I put up all the videos on YouTube, so you can catch up if you've missed the stream. And obviously more Alpha 4 to come next week. Oh, this is so much fun. I could just play this for hours. And yeah, so thank you very much. Thank you, Aidan. And
thank you, Kerrash. It's a privilege as always.
Yes, and until next week, fly safe, commanders.